So here's a question for you. What does it take to make a successful transition from pregnancy to motherhood? For women, there are a number of highs and lows, including how to deal with postpartum depression and preparing for the arrival of a new baby. Joining us with some tips on how to navigate this journey is certified breathwork practitioner and transformation expert, Levine. Welcome to the show. How are you this morning?
Hi, I'm good. How are
Very
you?
good. So much to talk about with this topic. How can women avoid losing themselves when it comes to the journey of motherhood?
Yes. I think one of the first things I learned was really understanding self love is so important and honoring your journey before you became a mother, because I think that was a really big part of, the losing myself, of like not honoring that there was, a woman before I became a mom, and now there's a new version of me. And so being able to honor those parts of yourself, but then also give yourself all the self love and filling your cup up is just so important. And I think a lot of us forget because we get in the busyness of being a new mom and we want to just dedicate ourselves to our baby. And yes, of course, that is so important. But as our baby has been born, I believe we've been reborn. So we really need to focus in on us and make sure, that we take time to love on ourselves, whatever that may look like. And that's not just, a shower and getting dressed. That's actually feeling good, when you wake up in the morning and having a few minutes to yourself, or taking time at some point during the day when maybe the baby is napping and giving yourself that reading time or that listening time or whatever it may be that allows you to connect back to you, because we can't lose sight of ourselves as we pour into our new one.
I know most new moms will tell you that a shower is a luxury and just a couple of minutes of time by themselves is something that's unheard of. Let's talk about the highs and lows of postpartum depression. What's the best way for women to deal with this?
Yeah. And I just want to thank you for saying about the shower. And I think that's just a big point that I also learned with my postpartum depression journey is I was like so thankful for a shower. And yes, of course, it is so important, but it's a necessity. It's truly not a luxury. We as mothers need to value our time and, our precious moments with ourselves, and have that moment to be in self-love, because I lost all of my self love for myself when I was going through my postpartum depression journey. And I think the super lows were that I felt so alone in it. And I felt like nobody understood me or understood what I was going through. And then there would be highs where it was like I would get so many things done. And I would be so proud of myself that, I got myself together, I got everything done, and my baby slept. And that was great, but that wasn't the norm. And so I would go through these like major highs and major lows. And before I knew it, honestly, I was spinning out. And so I think so many moms can go through this because we lose ourselves, our schedules change, and we need to really recognize that, hey, this is a time that is very short and it's a celebration of a new chapter we are stepping into. And we need to give ourselves all the grace and all the love to be able to move into that and understand that there's going to be things that shift around, and that's okay. And reorganizing and becoming intentional is going to allow us to move through things and take off the shame and the guilt and the judgment that we all put on ourselves. Because I know I put so much on myself as a mother. And I really think about the things I would even say to myself before I started, working on myself. And they were not nice things. And so when you're in, this space, it's really pouring into yourself, loving yourself even more so you can show up fully for you and then for your baby.
Let's talk about what moms can do to prepare themselves for the baby's arrival.
Yeah, I think a big part of preparation that we forget about is that, yes, there's a new baby coming, but there's also, as I said, a new us coming. It's about, hey, I'm also going to be in this new chapter in this beautiful new journey. I need support, just like my baby needs sleep. My baby needs, nutrition. I need all these things. I need to be hydrating. I need to eat the right meals. I need to get actual sleep. I need to find support in, one way or another through, partner, through friendship, through caregivers, whoever, we have in our community, and really honoring that whatever the baby is getting, we need to be giving ourselves and not be working through when they're napping and not be pushing ourselves, to the next thing just because, oh, I have 10 minutes because they're doing this. Because I did that all the time. And honestly, it killed me because I wanted to get everything done or do the dishes, while the baby was taking a quick nap when I should have been loving on myself and having a meal and drinking more water. And these things sound so simple, but they are what allow us to be able to give that self love to ourselves and pour into us. And then, really, I think just honoring the journey, finding the things that light us up before we became a mom to be able to pour into further into ourselves when this new baby is arriving, and really work on the arrival of baby of like, what can I do now to celebrate myself? How can I show up for myself right now before the baby is here?
Allie, we have about a minute left. I want to get to the breath work that's so important for new moms. Walk us through it. What do you recommend?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. So, breath work has truly changed my life as my own journey of what I've been through. And when we talk about breath work, we're regulating our nervous system. When we regulate our nervous system, we're able to move from a reactionary state to an actual presence and observer state. And I think as mothers, it's so important to be able to do this. And I've seen how it's shown up for myself every day, as well as for my children, and lets me move through big emotions and what we're experiencing, which is why I created my app, Breathe and Be, because I wanted every mom to have the ability to go on and just be with themselves and breathe and know what that felt like and what a gift it is, because we all use our breath to survive, but we can especially use it to thrive. And so anchoring into our system allows us to do just that. I don't know if we have a minute, I know we're running out of time. I don't know if we have a second here for me to show a quick exercise.
Unfortunately, Allie, we are out of time. This is great information. We really appreciate your insight. For more information on the journey from pregnancy to motherhood, go to allielevine.com.